Dear students, I welcome you for the part 3 of our history lesson in the earliest cities. As we have already discussed some subtopics of the lesson from the lesson in part 1 and 2. Okay, we have discussed how the Harappan cities were invented and now we'll be moving further in part 3 of the same lesson. Okay. In this part, what we are going to learn? First, we'll be learning about seals and sealings. Okay. So, as we are using nowadays different type of products, and before we start using those products, first what we see, we look at whether the products are sealed or packed properly or not. Okay. The same way in Harappan civilization also, the people were doing export and import. Okay. There were some merchants who were involved in such type of works. And these people, whenever they were sending or they were exporting and importing the things, so they were taking a care. What care they were taking? They were sealing it properly. The packing was done properly. And after the packing was done, they used to seal it. As we can read here, seals may have been used to stamp bags or packets containing goods that were sent from place to place, or they were sent from one place to another place. Okay, after a bag was closed or tight, a layer of wet clay was applied on the knot and the seal was pressed on it. Okay, the impression on the seal is as sealing. Okay, they used to pack it properly, and after the packing was done, they used to seal it, and there was a label which was kept there, so people can understand if the label is properly taken care. If the label is as it means the thing was not broken, it was not open, it is good for using. Okay, so even today also people, or we are using different, we can say, seals, like you can see in the picture here or image here, like some foods item we are packing or sealing it in jars. Then we have plastic bags and different materials we are using to seal the different things. Okay, so it is very much similar to such kind of. Next important topic that we are going to discuss is the mystery of end. Means, as we are discussing about Harappan civilization and the specialities of these civilizations, okay, and how they were very advanced one, but there is a mystery, or we can say unknown things are there about, we don't know or we are not sure how the Harappan civilization came to an end, how it got destroyed, how it got, we can say, vanished. What are the reasons? And the mystery is still as it is, because we are not sure whether these are the reasons for the loss or decline of the civilization, or it was why it was finished, why it is not available, or why this was destroyed. So there are certain we can say assumptions, there are certain opinions of the different experts, and they have not told it surely, but they have just we can say guessed these things. and different people have guessed different things, like why this civilization came to an end. The first is river dried up. As you know, these people were living around the Indus river. So it is some people say that the river Indus was dried up and there was no water available in this river, so people were directly affected because of this, and this civilization came to end by this one reason. The second reason, some people tell that deforestation, means there was cutting of the trees, and trees were cut on large scale, and this was done, and this is another reason, as some expert tell. Next is fuel for bricks. That you know that this area is famous for the building such type of houses which were made from the bricks, and they were not getting, we can say, raw material. There was lack of raw material to build such houses, such type of cities, so these cities were destroyed. Then overgrazing, and the forest area which was around that area where the overgrazing was done. Overgrazing means what? Animals were reared more in number, and the forest area was cut down, or the trees were cut down, and there was a shortage of, we can say, water, rainwater, and some natural disasters, we can say, occurred in that area, and because of that this civilization came to an end. Next one, it is some specialists tell that there was flood in that rivers, and because of flood the civilization came to an end. Next one, some people say that some external enemies, the enemies which came from the different country, they attacked this area and the cities were destroyed. And these people which were living here, these people started moving towards east and south of India. Next, we'll be seeing a closer look to Harappan towns in Gujarat. There are two cities, important cities, that we'll be discussing that are from Gujarat. Of course, they belong to Harappan civilization. The first one is Dholavira. Okay, so Dholavira is located in Rann of Kutch, means the desert area of Kutch. This city was located. Still, it is found here. And then the speciality, one more speciality of this area is here we can get fresh water and the fertile land, which was good for the agriculture. And this area was getting fresh water, and the agriculture was also possible in this area. And if you have seen, the other cities of Harappan civilization were divided into majorly two parts. Most of the cities were divided into two parts, lower and upper part. But this city, which city? Dholavira is divided. It was divided into three parts. Okay, and each part which I am talking about, the three parts were fortified. Fortified means what? It had walls around it. Means they were very protected, safe. So the walls was built around the we can say each part of the city. So people were safe inside, and the walls were built, and in that wall there were entrances. Different entrances were there, so that people, if anybody want to come, they have to pass through the entrance. And this city had a large area. It was, we can say, nowadays we have function halls, isn't it? We have functions halls where the different we can say ceremonies are taken, like marriage ceremonies are taken, then birthday parties are taken. So these type of, such type of building or such type of arrangement was also there in this city, where people could celebrate their festivals together. Different functions were arranged in that area, and people used to gather there. So this was a place where people used to gather, and they used to come together, and these people celebrated we can say their festivals, and this was like assembly for them. And then most of the archaeologists have found some scripts or writing evidences in this city which are not yet properly read, because the language on which it is written is unknown. Many people are not able to understand which language it is and what the message they wanted to give. But we have got some evidences of writing there, means people have wrote, and some seals we have got some evidences the archaeologists have got, which prove that the people were doing here writing. The next city that is found in Gujarat again is Lothal. Okay, what are the specialities of Lothal? This is located in the tributary of Sabarmati. You know that Sabarmati is one of the important river in Gujarat, and its tributary means sub river. Its sub river. This area is located around the sub rivers of we can say Sabarmati, and this area is famous for semi precious stones. This area was famous for semi precious stones, means here some stones were getting, and these stones were used for different things. So this area is famous for semi precious means precious stones are those stones which are valuable, which have more price, and semi precious means the having we can say medium type of price. And then this center for making stone, this area was famous for making different types of stone tools and different type things which were made from stone, and there were different metal objects created. We have seen that these people were expert in making bronze thing, tin shade, copper, different things they were making, and this area was famous for making such metal objects, okay, and shields. And this city has one more important characteristic, that was storehouse, where the stones were we can say kept, and different seals were kept which were done on clay. Okay, so this area has this more characteristics. And the next important thing that is found in dockyard. What is dockyard? Okay, so dockyard, I will show you a picture here. Dockyard is a place where the ship, we can say, as we have railway station for the railway, or we have trains for the railway, we have railway stations. So we have dockyard where the ships is kind of ship station, we can say, where the ship wait. From here the import export was done. So this city at that time when Harappan civilization was there, that time it was famous dockyard where the ship used to come from different part of the world, and these ships were export and import was done from this place. Okay, so this place is having much importance globally, because from here you can take the things to other part of the world, and from other part of the world the things were coming to this area. So this area Lothal it was famous for, we can say, dockyard, where the ships were coming and there was exchange and we can say import export was done here. Okay, so these are the important examples of the cities like Lothal we have discussed. Before that we have discussed about Dholavira, and these places are, we can say, important Harappan civilization site, and many proofs are found to archaeologists, and they studied it carefully and they come to know about that civilization. Okay, I hope you must have understood. Still, if you have any doubts, you can contact me. You have already my contact number also, and you can send me an mail. So till the time, take care and stay blessed. Thank you.